Hey everybody, it's Anna. Welcome to the Thursday card in this week's tarot story. So today we have the Four of Cups. Yesterday we had the Two of Cups. So there's clearly a theme forming here in what we're being invited to consider. The number four is connected in my mind to creating a stable foundation on which you can build more stuff, right? So if you think about a table that is stable, it has four legs. They're all the same size or the same length so that it doesn't wobble. It just feels like it's a safe place on which to build. Cups are connected to the heart. They're about following your intuitive wisdom, connecting with others, and letting your emotions sort of guide you in your fulfillment. So we talked yesterday about the two is sort of the rooting in card. Like it's when you plant the seed in the ground, there's a time where you don't see any activity above ground because all the activity is below ground where the seed is digging in its roots before and getting the roots deep enough so that when the plant comes up, it is stable. The same kind of thing is happening here where now the plant is above ground, but now we're trying to create a foundation on which the plant can really grow and build momentum. So the energy here is about creating this foundational relationship with your heart. So it's about recognizing when your heart's talking to you, stopping what you're doing and letting it surface all the way and then giving it the proper gravity you want to give it because it is genius, it is wisdom. So the guy here is sitting out by himself under a tree. It's like he's separating himself from the voices around him so he can really listen to the voice of his own heart. So the invitation here is to recognize that your relationship with your intuition, with your heart needs to be, it needs to be prioritized. You've got to carve out a space in your life to listen to this. You do this because you want to create a reliable relationship with your heart, which means that you can tell when your heart's talking to you. This is actually really, it's foundational, right? Because as you go forward in your journey, new things happen, new opportunities pop up. You try this, you try different action steps. There's lots of things happening. Momentum gets pretty high, and you need to be in the middle of that momentum to be able to hear this still small voice of the heart. And to recognize, to stop what you're doing, to not get so caught in your momentum that you're going to do it no matter what. You want to be able to stop what you're doing, hit the brakes, and listen. Because at this point, you have a reliable relationship with your intuition. So, we're talking about the Tuesday card was Death Reversed, which is about getting rid of an old authority, becoming your own authority. This is important to become your own authority. If you're going to call your shots, you want to feel confident in doing that. And that means you are not excluding voices within yourself that are talking. You are listening. You're willing to pause what you're doing, to even change direction if necessary, because what you're accomplishing is not as much about manifesting something at the end of the journey. It is actually developing a loving relationship within yourself, which means you don't exclude yourself. You don't exclude voices. You don't ignore your pain. You don't ignore your struggle. You're responsive to that. You're responsive to that struggle in a loving and compassionate way. Because when you do that, when you access love in that way, that is actually where all the magic comes from. It comes from that place of love and connection. So it's less important where you're going than how you get there, right? So this card, I think, is another piece of the puzzle in becoming your own authority. You stop listening to the voices outside yourself and you go inward. This is the relationship that will stabilize you and make it possible for you to do all kinds of cool things. That's our card for today. See you tomorrow for our last one. Bye.